Welcome everyone. We are in the studio today talking about the patent pending air control that Supreme makes for their wood units. Most of their units have this. They do have some units that are going to be going to a single rate burn. What makes this unique and why it's patent pending and why it's a nice feature that a lot of wood stoves don't have. Typically with other wood stoves, when you first start your fire, you adjust your air full open, which this is your air adjustment right here. So you're gonna go full open, it's this way. And when the stove heats up, maybe when you go to reload, that's when you would turn or adjust, pull back the air to a medium to low burn. What we can do here is set this at that burn rate that you're going to want for hours. And so whether it's on a low burn or let's say a medium, then that's where you would leave it. I'm going to set this back here. So right here, you're going to have, you normally don't see this. This is under the unit. You only see these two rods sticking out. You have an actuator, which is this. And then you have your selector, which is your air control. So when you first go to start it up, you're going to push the actuator all the way in. And what that does, you see these slots right here. Now you have full amount of air, extra air than you need typically during the burn, but you need lots of extra air during startup. You push that all the way in. Here you can have this all the way open, but typically, and this is where this feature really shines, is that you can pull it back to medium or even to low. So we're just going to put it on low for right now. And what we're going to do is I have my little propane torch, and this is going to mimic a hot stove. And what the heat does coming off the stove is it bends these two pieces of metal. These are bimetal, and they bend when it gets hot. And then when the stove cools down, then they relax and they come back into this position here. So let's go ahead and see what happens. So you've pressed the actuator in, you've adjusted your air adjustment, and then you've put the wood in the stove, you've lit it on fire, doors cracked open, you go through the process. And then as this stove begins to heat up, it's going to automatically start pulling back the air by automatically sliding this. So let's go ahead and see what this looks like. So right there, burning pretty quick, or heating up quickly. I'm going to heat this one up as well. There it goes, that lifted that a little bit. I'm going to heat this up a little further, and it presses it all the way back to our selector right here. So about there. So now the stove is heated, and here in a second we'll see this start to relax. That would represent when the stove is cooling down. And then it's ready for that next startup when you press the actuator. So very unique setup. They've had this for quite a while, and it's just a nice feature when you are in the market for a new stove. They have this on their zero clearance fireplaces, their inserts, and their freestanding units. There it is. It's starting to relax a little bit. All right, well, this is the patent pending air control by Supreme. Thanks for watching, and good luck on utilizing your new Supreme stove. We'll talk to you later.